Good morning, everyone. My name is Kelly Dryden, and I am a senior kinesiology major at Temple University. Today I am going to be talking about early specialization, which is when a child starts participating in only one sport year-round at a young age with a deliberate goal to develop in that one sport. Some people believe that participating in early specialization at a young age can increase a child's natural talent and lead them to participate in elite levels of competition. Parents put their children in specialized sports after seeing them excel as children. For the same 25% of children that are standouts in elementary school go on to be standouts later in their career, and only about 98% of athletes ever become elite athletes. More children are participating in early specialization than in the past. In a survey of 152 high school directors, 70% of the respondents felt that sports specialization was on the rise. Early specialization can have many adverse effects on children's growth and development. Specializing in a single sport is associated with high rates of overuse injuries caused by consistent, intense, repetitive physical movements that stress the bodies of young people unevenly, which fosters unbalanced muscle development and compromises bone development. Children are not developmentally equipped to handle a lot of stress on single muscle groups, bones, and joints. Children's bodies are not able to handle the same loads and movements that an adult body can handle, because bones are not fully developed until 2 to 3 years after puberty. So excessive repetitive stress to the same body parts can cause tears, strains, and fractures. If children do not properly develop all muscle groups, they are more likely to develop injuries due to overuse of single muscle groups in that specialty sport. Every year, there are 3.5 million children 14 and under who are treated for sports injuries, and over half of these injuries are due to overuse. For example, in 2000, there was a five-fold increase in the number of serious shoulder and elbow injuries among youth baseball and softball players due to overuse. Injuries in specialized sports can cause children to develop burnout from their sport, and this can result in less participation in their sport as they get older. In a longitudinal 25-year study, it was concluded that 24.3% of people quit their sport because of injuries, and another 20.7% people quit because of burnout from their sport. The solution for this problem is to encourage all children to participate in various youth sports, rather than only one specialized sport. Since it is ultimately up to the child to choose what sport to participate in and how often to practice and compete, each child should be aware of the options for different sports and how participation in different sports is beneficial for the child in terms of development and performance. There will be annual forums where researchers, coaches, parents, and youth sport coordinators can meet to talk about the issue of early specialization. When signing up for sports, there will be coaches and professionals available to see what sports the child participates in during the year. They will encourage children to participate in different sports and explain to parents why participation in more than one sport is beneficial for the child. When going for checkups at the doctor's office, doctors will ask the child if they are participating in sports. If the child is only participating in one sport, the doctor will recommend that children participate in more than one sport. They will also explain these benefits to the parents. The people in charge of youth sports will also be required to provide training to all coaches about which muscles are mainly used in certain sports, and they will have them institute different exercises into practices to ensure that all muscles are worked and no muscles are overworked. For example, certain sports like baseball may not stress the importance of cardiovascular health. Therefore, the coaches should add exercises into practice in order to increase the cardiovascular workout for their athletes. It will be recommended that there is a 2-month mandatory rest for each sport to allow adequate rest for the body. Youth sport coordinators will be required to make sure that all youth sports are given a minimum 2 months off from each sport. It will also be required that there is 1 day of rest per week to allow for adequate rest for the body. Since about 24% of people quit their sport because of injuries, there should also be trained professionals available to look at any injuries that a child may encounter. Early specialization is on the rise and causing many consequences for children who participate in these year-round sports. Early specialization can compromise bone development, cause problems with motor coordination, cause overuse injuries, and affect a child's participation in physical activity as adults. In order to fix the problem of early specialization, it is necessary to educate coaches, parents, and youth sport coordinators about the risks of early specialization and the benefits of participating in more than one sport. It is also necessary to ensure that children have proper rest and are treated for all injuries as soon as they occur. Thank you for your time. Are there any questions?